Hi, I'm Richard Burns, and thanks for coming to In the Flow, the channel for spiritual beings about spiritual beings. All of our episodes are embedded with transformational energy. Thus, as you watch, you can receive healing energy.
My name is Janlia Riley from Heartful Living Today, and I'm an energy healer as well as a holistic health and wellness coach. The major modality I use is the body code. It encompasses the emotion code as well, and through the body code we can identify any imbalances or misalignments within the body to really quickly identify where in your body any issues may be related to, and release that and heal that. The first thing that comes to mind is when I was very little, my aunt, who I lived with from time to time, she's actually my godmother, she would take me to temple, Buddhist temple, and receive energy healing. Now, I didn't realize it was energy healing until within the last few years. So having grown up with that and always being curious about that, definitely I think has helped me understand and bring it back home a lot easier than others. But I would have to say I grew up in Australia, so that was sort of not taken away, but there's that distance from that history when growing up in Australia. And I think a lot of it is just the westernized thinking, and there's certain I don't want to say anything bad about religions or anything, but there's certain aspects where I find that there's a lot of blockages in people because they're so tied to their religions that they sort of close themselves off of their natural abilities. So one of my past life issues, for example, financial, this relationship with financial, right? I discovered that in my past life, there were mistrust and issues like that. So I basically healed it by going through Akashic Records. That's how I discovered my past life issue, and just healing that through different, energy healing methods. Personally, I had a friend who was in a coma, and I just felt like it wasn't her time, right? And something else could be done because the medical interventions or procedures didn't help her, and I felt like it wasn't finished. So that was the really one big one. But then also in my personal life, my husband has PTSD, and just going through the relationship journey, finding out different ways of, where does it come from? How does a person deal with it? And also how I, as a spouse, can help him with it. And then just learning through that, discovering there's so much, we can do for ourselves and for others in terms of like holistic healing and energy healing. So PTSD has, I believe, two major sides, right? There's the sort of the trapped emotions that you go through, and then also the sort of mindset change that you go through, and through working with other people that have had PTSD in the past. The body code has helped tremendously in any energy healing, because it gets rid of anything that they've been holding on to that's preventing them from healing or getting better. But I find that through, for example, my coaching programs, I coach, mindset change, self-empowerment. You're able to open your eyes more. So having the two different sides is what I found have been really, really wonderful, marrying the two. The main common thing have been the anxiousness, depression. Also in dealing with, a lot of my clients have also been past trauma. So within this lifetime, but we've discovered things obviously in past lives and things like that. But a lot of within this lifetime, especially with the older population, they've gone through so much of that past trauma. Most people, when I, let them know that I'm a healer and a coach, it made sense to them because I've always been friendly or gentle and nurturing per se. So hasn't really changed tremendously. I don't, advise anybody, not continuing with any prescriptions or any treatments. That's a whole separate thing. But if somebody was going through any issues, if it was certainly, super urgent, such as life-threatening, definitely seek medical help immediately. But I encourage people to adopt a holistic lifestyle immediately, right? Getting into a holistic lifestyle, getting energy healing done clears up a lot of that, right? You're already doing a lot of the work. Whether you were exposed to it growing up or not, that's the shift we're trying to make in the world as healers, right? To come back to home, like bring the awareness more out so that people can realize that the natural healing, the holistic healing, that's what we were born with, and that's naturally where all our healing is. I wasn't around 100 years ago, but based on what we know and issues that we went through 100 years ago, I believe so. People are becoming more aware of what they're able to do, the different things that they can explore, and being able to just be a little bit more open-minded about things. After I learned how to do energy healing, I learned my intuitive skills, knowing how to sort of be that investigative healer, finding out different ways of what our bodies are actually dealing with, where it's stuck, what it's dealing with. So somebody might say, they're depressed or, stressed or anxious, but it may come from different stages in life, for example. So we look at past lives, but then, just going through, finding out where in the body it might be stuck on. So using the two, the whole mindset change through the coaching and the energy healing. Sometimes we fall in love with the wrong person, right? And there's that energy healing. We talk about that heart wall that we build up over ourselves because of past issues or past trauma, the cycle that we continue unless we break it and heal it. So, we might be attracting and falling in love with a particular type or a particular person because we are playing out this cycle in order to hopefully heal it. But we fall in love on a general, so to speak, because of that, needing love in our life, right? Love is really, really important, and feeling love from somebody is very important in our life to continue that joy and purpose. The sex, the relationships, even relationships with friends or family and things like that. Those are all from past lives as well, and how you energetically, the cycle comes around, right? So that energy healing needs to happen. Like I find that a lot of people, well, most people, if they don't practice this holistic lifestyle and energy healing, they have a wall built over their heart, right? So we're often going into the wrong relationships or searching for the wrong relationships. My life's mission is to continue finding out what my journey here is, right? For myself, getting more and more centered and connected to the source, but also to help others in finding their purpose. Continue being more centered and living closer to home, connecting to the source more and more as I, grow through this journey. And then on a wider scale is definitely to help humanity, help as many people as possible. Definitely continuing this, bringing more awareness out, publishing more books, and establishing a program for children, because that generational healing is really, really important.